The WWE has banned a ton of the most dangerous moves over the years, and we're diving into 20 of them, starting with the Styles Clash. Cause when AJ Styles brought this beauty to the WWE, they said, hold up, all because Vince thought it injured too many people.
Styles Clash time, he's got him hooked, he hit his Clash to Steve.
But word is that Jericho broke the rules and got AJ to use it on him a bunch of times, just to show Vince that it was safe. And honestly, I'm kinda glad. But we all know the Burning Hammer should be the ultimate finisher. The move was invented by Kenta Kobayashi in Japan, and the move was so devastating, it won an award. And over the years, the move slowly modified itself to be more safe, but it did not 100% prevent wrestlers from breaking their necks. And the only reason it got banned, not because of its high injury chance, but it was too close to John Cena's AA finisher, and Cena told the WWE to get rid of it, and they did. And the WWE also banned another move for the dumbest reason. Michelle McCool was known for pulling off her Wings of Love finisher, but the WWE banned this move because it looked too devastating for a woman. Michelle McCool hitting that thing perfectly, and WWE was going like, whoa, that's too powerful for the women's division. Now that's just peak 2000s logic right there. But there was one wrestling move that was so devastating, it changed the WWE forever. Chris Benoit made the diving headbutt famous, and you can't get more crazy than literally diving headfirst into your opponent. And you don't need me to tell you that doing that multiple times per week can lead to serious consequences to the brain. And after the tragic events involving Chris and his family, the WWE made serious changes to not only removing the move, but rebranding themselves to a PG image, ending the ruthless aggression era for good. And the WWE also thought this move was so brutal, all because it was named after a city. Brock Lesnar throwing people around in Suplex City makes you forget this move was actually banned.
Well, Lesnar looking for number 3. Oh my goodness!
But back in 2000, WWE said no more German suplexes. But then, Vince let Kurt Angle keep doing them anyway.
German coming! Oh my!
I mean, goddamn, can you imagine Angle not doing this? Then, when Brock came back and started ragdolling John Cena, it reminded everyone why this move is both beautiful and absolutely brutal. And when Brock suplexed Roman Reigns into oblivion at WrestleMania 31, bro said 3 words that made the WWE richer.
Suplex City!
One move, one phrase, sold so much merch, and when heavy guap is involved, you know the WWE loosened up on the suplex rule. But Seth Rollins got so nervous, not because he had to go to Suplex City with Brock Lesnar too, but because the WWE was about to ban Seth's own finisher. When Seth Rollins appeared on the Today Show, living his best life as the new champ, they show footage of him hitting his signature curb stomp. But suddenly, Vince had like this oh crap moment. Like, what if kids start copying the WWE Champion's finishing move? Like, it's literally called a curb stomp. And so the move got banned faster than his SummerSlam push. But later, at least WWE realized that they were tripping, and they decided to bring it back, even if they decided to change the name. Now, Scott Steiner gave us the original Frankensteiner back in the day.
Scotty Steiner in, backs Spivey off, sends him for the ride. There is the Frankensteiner! A Frankensteiner!
But someone had the bright idea to flip it upside down and make it more chaotic. The Poison Frankensteiner takes everything great about the original and cranks the danger up to 11. WWE took one look at this move and said, nah, we're good. But at least nobody really got hurt from it, and there's still a select few still doing this move. Unlike this next banned WWE move that left a wrestler in stitches. See, this was supposed to be just another night for Tyson Kidd. A dark match against Samoa Joe, routine as they come. Joe hit his finisher, the Muscle Buster, but this time, something went badly wrong, and Kidd suffered a devastating spinal cord injury at the C1 vertebrae. Damn.
To this day, that probably remains the largest regret of my career.
Well, there's nothing you could have done about it.
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't change things for Tyson. It doesn't change things, you know, for a guy who is probably one of the most passionate people in the world of professional wrestling.
And Tyson Kidd's in-ring career and the Muscle Buster were never seen in the WWE ever since. But this next banned move right here is a move so insane that even WWE couldn't resist bringing it back. The Canadian Destroyer is basically what happens when you take a pile driver and ask, but what if we made it do a backflip first? For years, WWE wanted nothing to do with this move. But then it got so popular outside the company that the WWE had no other choice but to lift the ban. Now we got Penta hitting Canadian Destroyers, or Mexican Destroyers, in WWE, and the crowd loses their minds every single time. Damn, that's just crazy. But it's got nothing on the OG pedigree that Triple H hit on everybody from John Cena to Batista. Trips would hook both of your arms, leaving you completely defenseless, then drive you face first into the mat with zero protection. These days, when Seth Rollins hits his version, it's way less brutal because he releases the arms on the way down. And you know, that's low-key a smart move. But before we get to our top 10 banned moves, make sure you hit the pedigree on that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Alright, you might remember the Hurricane for his crazy backstage promos and that catchy theme song. But the dude actually had one of the most insane finishers.
We can only be treated
Oh my god, the Vertebreaker was absolutely devastating. And the last time it was seen is when Cody hit on Logan Paul in the middle of Saudi Arabia. But one goofy ass move was banned all because it looked like something out of Kumite. Now, the Heart Punch might not look like much, but if someone with enough power were to do it again, it might actually be fatal. So the WWE wanted no part of that. But not as much as how WWE wanted no part of chair shots to the head. And these chair shots to the head were basically the ultimate exclamation point in any match back in the day. Remember when Stone Cold helped Mankind win the title? That was peak wrestling right there. But sometimes the chair shots were just too hard to watch. It left people in tears. And by 2010, WWE realized all those unprotected shots were doing serious damage, especially after everything that happened with Chris Benoit. Now, wrestlers still use chairs all the time, but they just stick it to the gut, back, and body. And speaking of moves that changed everything, the pile driver is probably the most famous banned move in wrestling history, and for good reason. Watching Stone Cold get dropped straight on his head makes you clench up every time.
Well, and you're doing your stuff, and you got them right where you want them, and everything is going well, and then all of a sudden, you know, in a split second, I did a move where I dropped him on his head.
I mean, WWE still let Undertaker and Kane use their Tombstone version because they perfected it over decades. And Kevin Owens fought for years to use his package pile driver until he finally got to use it on Cody Rhodes. But the bread and butter pile driver, that's locked up in the restricted section. But I gotta say, when one move goes wrong, it might be even worse.
What the hell's supposed to do it, Cole?
I mean, Brock Lesnar was already 20 minutes in and was completely gassed at this point. He went for a shooting star press anyway, and it didn't get nearly enough rotation, landing right on his head and neck. Now, I went through this move twice already. You already know why WWE doesn't want wrestlers doing this now. But there was another move that got banned, all because it nearly retired a legend. The buckle bomb looks simple enough. Just powerbomb someone into the turnbuckle, right? Not quite. This move has ended more careers than almost any other in recent memory. And WWE finally said enough is enough in 2020. First up, he got Sting's injury at Night of Champions 2015. His neck hit the turnbuckle at the worst possible angle. And just like that, one of wrestling's greatest legends was forced to retire from the WWE. But then, Kairi Sane took a brutal buckle bomb for Nia Jax on Raw that looked absolutely sickening, and WWE finally pulled the plug on it completely. Okay, we already talked about chair shots to the head, but this requires its own dedicated spot because, honestly, it's gotta be one of the most craziest moves ever. Edge made this move famous, and it was absolutely vicious every single time. The move disappeared for years because it was just too intense. But then Edge pulled it out in his match against Randy Orton. And even Rhea Ripley brought it back against Beth Phoenix at Extreme Rules 2022. Now that's almost as legendary as the GTS. CM Punk made this move absolutely iconic during his first WWE run. But then he left the company and fans didn't see the move for years. Then Hideo Itami, the original creator of the GTS, showed up on NXT. And it looked just as devastating as ever. But then, the Brian Kendrick took a GTS that went horribly wrong. Broken orbital bone, broken nose, I mean, bro is all messed up. That basically marked the end of the GTS in WWE, and fans were worried that if Punk ever did come back, he wouldn't be able to use his move again. Well, thankfully, that didn't happen, and the GTS lives on. But the WWE banned this next move because one wrestler thought he was in the NFL. And if you thought a knee to the head is bad, try taking a boot from Randy Orton. His punt kick was basically a field goal attempt using someone's head as a football. But the crazy thing is, Randy actually punted Vince McMahon. And it gave the bro a legitimate concussion. WWE then banned the move immediately after that, though they occasionally brought it back during special circumstances, like during the pandemic era, because they could sell it better in a way that they could not do in front of a live audience. And lastly, this one banned move almost put The Undertaker into a wheelchair. And this move was once simple to do, but after one ridiculous match, now the WWE barely allows it. The Brainbuster vertical suplex drives your opponent's head into the mat, but if it goes wrong, it can go really wrong. And at Super Showdown 2019, we saw exactly why this move got banned when Goldberg nearly ended The Undertaker's career in the worst way possible. Goldberg was going for his signature jackhammer, but he lost control and delivered the sloppiest brainbuster you ever seen.
I had forgotten my sequence to the ring. I'd forgotten my preparation. It had been so long. I had put it in a dark place in my mind. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get ready for matches. I was just detached. And I headbutted the door right when they played my music to wrestle Taker, which was the most unbelievable opportunity ever. And I knocked myself out.
That was a scary match to watch.
Dude, it was a scary match to be in.
And honestly, he can't talk, because Taker almost gave Goldberg a real tombstone in return. But this match was so bad and so sad to watch. They should just ban old head matches from ever happening again. Now, even though Seth Rollins' curb stomp made him a straight menace in 2015, nowadays, the injuries ruined Bro's complete moveset and his aura. And there are other wrestlers and other things in the WWE that got massive downgrades. And it's all in this video right here. Just click right here and I'll see you in a few seconds, because the video is over. And yeah, we're about done here. So